Our dear viewers, thank you for watching MRAU TV. My name is LUYIGA LAURINE. It's the news hour. Let's have the headlines. Yusuf al-Qaradawi, the Muslim scholar who influenced millions, has died. The church linked to Abe's killing, Japan's political troubles. Ghana at the World Cup. We are there to fight and make an impact. Let's have the news in detail. Al-Qaradawi, who died on Monday aged 96, was a leading voice in the Muslim world, both in religion and politics. Namakula Babra with the detail.
The passing of Yusuf al-Qaradawi in Qatar on Monday marks the end of an era in contemporary Islam. Al-Qaradawi was one of the world's most influential Muslim scholars and a vocal advocate for the Palestine liberation as well as the Arab revolutions of 2011. His passing at the age of 96 brings to a close of the career of the most important Muslim scholars of the last century. Qaradawi was born in 1926 in a village in Nile Delta of Egypt, which was under British colonial rule. His active association with the Muslim Brotherhood, Egypt's largest social-political movement in the 1940s, whose leadership was often at loggerheads with Egypt's rulers, meant that he was imprisoned repeatedly in 1940s and 1950s, experiencing torture at the hands of his jailers. In 1961, al-Qaradawi traveled to Qatar as a teacher, in part so that he could escape from the persecution of the Muslim Brotherhood members in Egypt. He will probably be most remembered for championing the Palestine and advocating for Islamically inflected democratic reform in the Middle East. His example is likely to inspire future generations of Muslim activists and scholars of the years to come. Namakula Babra, MRAU TV.
Controversy erupts after Shinzo Abe's assassin says he killed the former leader over his support for a predatory South Korean religious cult. Catherine Nasozi with more on that.
Investigators say Tetsuya Yamagami, who fatally shot Japan's longest-serving prime minister on July 8th, had initially wanted to kill the leader of the Unification Church, a South Korean religious sect that the 41-year-old blames for his family's financial ruin. But the COVID-19 pandemic got in the way. In a letter Yamagami sent a blogger a day before shooting Abe with a handmade gun, he wrote that it was impossible to kill Hak Jae-han-mon, and although Abe was not my original enemy, 67-year-old politician was one of the most influential sympathizers of the Unification Church, he wrote. I can no longer afford to think about the political implications and consequences that Abe's death will bring, he added. Catherine Nasozi reporting for MRAU TV.
Moving on, Ghana's captain tells Al Jazeera about the team's preparation and chances at the World Cup, as well as the determination he wants from his players. Namakula Babra with the details.
Ghana's national football team captain Andre Ayew is confident that the Black Stars will be a tough team to beat at the 2022 FIFA World Cup, which kicks off in Qatar November 20th. The Ghana squad has to be fit in order to put on a performance he's hoping for. Ayew, who plays for the Al Sadd Football Club in Qatar's capital, Doha, emphasized. After missing the 2018 tournament, the Black Stars qualified for this year's event, where they are in the same group as South Korea, Portugal and Uruguay, the team that kicked them off the 2010 edition in South Africa. Everything is in place for us to have a successful World Cup. We must have the best preparations possible, but most importantly, all our players must be fit at that time, the Ghana captain said. During the African Cup of Nations, we are fighting for our countries, but during the World Cup, we are fighting for the continent. Also, if we present a good image of Africa on the field and compete against the top teams, everyone will be pleased, Ayew explained. Namakula Babra, MRAU TV.
Thank you for watching MRAU TV. let's have a commercial break. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on our YouTube channel, MRAU TV, Twitter, MRAU TV News, and Facebook. We'll be right back.
A glance at the aim of regionalism empowerment. When you take a sport or either take a deep look at the way the AIMA Regionalism Department is devoted to the practice. It is hands-on to every participant and backed by the well-stocked studios of Royal FM and AIMA Real TV. The department has fed the global practice with outstanding personnels backed by professionals in the practice, and it is seen from the products of the different students. Take a glance at every sector. The Royal FM has all the required machines and personnel to release a well-backed student. The Emerald TV now has some of the most competitive programs in the media world. It is Mutesa One Royal University Journalism Department.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. Moving on, New Pacific Island rises after underwater volcano blasts. The tiny island came into existence 11 hours after volcanic eruption and grew to 24,000 square meters in size. Catherine Nasozi with the details.
A new island has emerged in the southwest Pacific Ocean after a home reef underwater volcano erupted, oozed lava, and ejected ash and steam. The island came into existence 11 hours after the eruption on September 10th, which discolored the surrounding water, the US-based space agency NASA said in a statement. NASA was able to photograph the new landmass with satellites. The volcano is situated in the home reef seamount near the central Tanga Island. Catherine Nasazi reporting for MRA TV.
Moving on, final round of Qatar World Cup tickets started on Tuesday. FIFA says more than 2.4 million tickets were sold in the 3 rounds of sales so far this year. Let's have the details from Namakula Barbara.
The final round of ticket sales for the Qatar 2022 World Cup has started on Tuesday. 32 teams will take part in the tournament that kicks off on November 28th, with the final taking place on December 18th. Ticket sales on Tuesday started at noon and will remain open until all tickets are sold. According to the organizers FIFA, Football's world governing body previously said more than 2.4 million tickets for the tournament have been sold in the 3 rounds of sales that have taken place this year. A total of 3 million tickets will be available, including the last-minute phase, FIFA has said. Namakula Barbara, MRA TV.
Moving on from that, Indian teacher allegedly kills Dalit student over spelling mistake. The 15-year-old dies from his injuries at a hospital in northern Uttar Pradesh state, and the accused has fled from the area. Catherine Nasuzi with the detail.
Police in India are searching for a teacher accused of beating a Dalit student to death over a spelling mistake, officers said amidst violent protests triggered by the incident. The Dalit community, formerly known as the Untouchables, sits at the lowest rung of India's caste system and has been subject to prejudice and discrimination for centuries. Reporting from New Delhi, Al Jazeera's Parveen Mittal said violent protests broke out in Araila district, the location of the attack, demanding the teacher's arrest before the cremation of the boy's body. More is coming up after the police's investigation. Catherine Nasozi reporting for MRA TV.
Thank you for watching MRU TV. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms for the latest news around the world. My name is LUYIGA. A good day.